What is up, everybody? 3-1 yesterday on the free picks. The only one that missed was our man Austin Reeves, who ended with 7 RA. We had him over 9.5, so he did chalk us. Josh Giddey cashed us out. Cam Johnson cashed us out, and then Butler cashed us out as well. So yesterday overall was a pretty dang good day. First of all, bear with your boy. I am sick, so if I have that little nasally, if I cough, whatever, I am apologizing. I wasn't even gonna make this video. I've had a sore throat all morning. I was like, I can't barely talk, but feel bad if I don't. So I'm getting it out here. So bear with me on that one. Some of our winning slips from yesterday. We ran it up on chalkboard again, man. We have profited so much in the last 2 days on chalkboard. At least 400 bucks. So we've been killing chalkboard. Cashed this slip with Doncic and Khalif Battle from March Madness. And we cashed this Jimmy Butler and Jordan Poole slip as well. I had one more chalkboard slip that chalked, and really unlucky on that one. One leg cash, and then I had a discounted line for Draymond, and the discount ended up chalking. But anyways, those two cashed. We cashed all 3 slips on the sleeper boost. So this one right here, this sleeper boost right here, and then this sleeper boost right here. And then don't get me started on tennis, man. Our boy Lewis has freaking destroyed tennis. We also cashed this. But tennis last night, Lewis 8. Here's 4 straight slips he posted on Underdog or Better, whichever one that is. I can't think that's better. Either way, cash that one. Cash this right here. Cash this right here. The 2 money line plays that he posted, 50 bucks for 150, 50 bucks for 120. So these are plus money plays. And he cashed this one, these 2 right here. So another plus money play, and then another minus 125. So Lewis dominated tennis last night. If you guys aren't joining for NBA, join for tennis, join for soccer, join for the mods. The mods have been absolutely killing it. We got baseball around the corner. We'd love to have you guys a part of the community. If you guys do want to join the community, head on over to our Patreon or our WAP. Both of those links are down in the description. You can join our Discord for absolutely free. But if you want to get all of our plays, it is less than $1 a day. It's 25 bucks a month. You can do a weekly pass for $10, and we'd love to have you guys a part of that. If you do want a free month, sign up for any partnered app. They're all linked down in the description. NOVIG, Dabble, Chalkboard, Sleeper, Parlay Play, Underdog, and what am I missing? Chalkboard, maybe? I'm missing something, but either way, they're all down in the description. If you guys want my opinion, I recommend either Chalkboard or Parlay Play or Sleeper. Those 3 apps are the best in terms of promos for me, in my opinion. But use our code, deposit the minimum, which is $10, and you get yourself a free month of VIP, which does stack up to 10 or up to 7 months. So, anyways, before we jump into these plays, the last thing I'm going to do is I want to do a giveaway. I'm giving away a free month of VIP to someone who commented on yesterday's video. If this video gets 250 likes, I'm going to do the same thing in this video. So drop a comment, leave a like, and let's pick our winner from yesterday. You do have to be subscribed to win, by the way, so make sure you guys are hitting that subscribe button. Winner from yesterday is going to be for Dizzle Fam, who said, get me in the VIP, yo. Well, Dizzle Fam, you just got that free month of VIP, my man. Send me a message on Discord. I'll get you added. Appreciate the love and support from everybody. Let's jump into these plays. So the last 2 days, we are on a 7-1 run on these free picks. So been killing it the last couple days. Obviously, a couple days before that were kind of rough. So let's hope we can end this weekend strong. We got a pretty big slate tonight, or for some Sunday NBA. We know how Sundays go. Sundays are hit or miss. Either you have a really good Sunday, or you're gonna have a really, really bad Sunday. That's just how it goes. I don't know why. I don't know. Some of the players just don't want to play on Sunday, or what it is. I wouldn't want to play on Sundays probably, but regardless. Got an okay slate. It's not great. We got a couple good games in there. I like the Thunder Clippers game. Nuggets Rockets without Joker, probably going to be pretty competitive. Spurs Raptors, not that bad to target. Hawks Sixers, I don't think it's that bad. Hornets Heat could end up being a blowout. I don't know how well the Hornets are going to play tonight. Who knows? Celtics Trailblazers Blazers. That one's a toss up. Cavs Jazz. I like the game in terms of props, but I will say that one's got a minus 15.5 point spread. Then we got Pelicans and Pistons, which depends on which Pelicans team shows up tonight as well, because they're kind of like the Hornets. They can play with the team, or they can get blew out by 40. It just depends on which team decides to play. But regardless, guys, let's jump into our first pick. So I don't have any picks for the Pelicans-Pistons game. The first play that I have picks for is going to be for the Cavs-Jazz game. So we're going to jump over to the Cavs side of things. So the first pick of the day is going to be for our man Evan Mobley. I'm running it back with Mobley, and I will say, if you want to get this play at 29.5, I recommend you do it right now. I just locked it in. I locked it in on Parlay Play because Parlay Play's value was so much better than anywhere else. Parlay Play has 29.5 at a 1.8x. It was 1.81. So if this goes down any further, eventually they're going to remove this prop, and the lowest you can get it for is 30.5. This same prop on Chalkboard right now is 31.5 for 1.70. So you're getting a better payout with 2 points lower. So right now, if you want to play Mobley, and there is blowout potential, don't get me wrong, this could be a blowout on Mobley Chalkus, but I think Mobley's getting 30. And if you want to play it, I recommend getting it right now on Parlay Play. We'll see what it is on Prizepicks real quick. I actually didn't even check Prizepicks. I locked it in as fast as I could when I saw him at 29.5. So he is actually 29.5 on Prizepicks. Maybe Chalkboard just on some BS today. But so if you can get him on Prizepicks, I guess strike what I just said about the 31.5, because 31.5 is not where a majority of lines are going to have him. But 29.5 on Prizepicks, you can get him there as well. But I did lock him in for 1.8x on Parlay Play, which is even better value than Prizepicks. But Mobley, let's take a look at him. So Mobley's cashed just 8 of his last 10 games. He's averaging 32 PRA over his last 10. And if you go to his last 20, he's cashed this in 80% of his last 20 games. So dude has been on fire as of lately. He's been a cash cow for me. I think he's only chalked me one of the last 5 or 6 times I played him. Knock on wood. I hope he does it. He doesn't chalk me tonight. Head-to-head versus the Jazz. He's cashed it both games versus the Jazz. He only has one game this season back in December 23rd where he had 36 PRA. Then this season he's cashed it 60% of games. So good matchup versus the Jazz. 29th in points, 11th in rebounds, and 28th in assists. Go to center position is 24th, 14th, and 12th. Then to the power forward is 5th, 11th, and 10th. So they don't give up as many stats to the power forward, but it's Mobley versus the Jazz. Mobley's going to do what he wants. Looking at injury news, Cavs have Jalen Tyson game time decision. The Jazz are missing John Collins, and Lauri Markkanen is also out tonight. So looking at Markkanen, that's huge. Markkanen's out for illness. I'm assuming this is updated, but if he does end up playing, then who knows if he's limited or not. But Markkanen out is obviously huge for the Jazz. But the thing is, look at the Cavs, guys. The Cavs have lost 4 games in a row. They lost to Phoenix, they lost to the Kings, they lost to the Clippers, and then they lost to Memphis right there before that. They did beat Brooklyn the game before, but it was a close game versus Brooklyn. Game before that, they beat Milwaukee, but the Cavs have been struggling as of lately. They have not been playing super good, and they've been giving up some L's to teams that they should be beating, in my opinion. So looking at the Cavs, the Jazz playing at home, maybe the Jazz come out here. I don't think they're going to beat the Cavs, but maybe they keep it close. If they keep it close, I think this game's going to be a prop game. Like you could take Kessler, you could take Mobley. There's a lot of players in this game that you could probably target. Mobley being my favorite. Kessler would probably be my favorite from the Jazz if you want to take a player from the Jazz. Kessler's PRA is 22.5 right now. His PRA is really, really low, especially if Markkanen sits. So pay attention to that. Pay attention to his line. But Mobley is going to be our first pick of the day. I'll pull it up on Props Madness. Take a look at this game. So Evan Mobley, looking at the shot chart, he's going to shoot 61% of his shots under the rim. He's got a red matchup there. They have a top 10 defense under the goal. He's going to shoot 15% more of his shots from in the paint, which is going to be a green matchup. 2% mid-range. Then he shoots 21% of his shots from behind the arc, where he has a green matchup. So overall matchup in terms of scoring wise or point chart is not good because the majority of his shots are in the red. But regardless, Mobley should cash this tonight, and I like this play. 50% is similar if cashed. And if you go to buy position, 83% of power forward / centers have cashed versus the Jazz. So Mobley, I love the play, and I've got him locked in. I'm going to take a sip of this drink real quick. Try to keep my throat from getting any worse. But anyways, Mobley is pick number 1. Jumping into our second play of the day. We're going to jump into our first discounted line. This discounted line happens to be a promo over here on Parlay Play. If you guys want to lock it in, code Fantasy Aces gets you access to a deposit match. It gets you access to the promo plays. And it gets you access to our free VIP if you don't have Parlay Play. Sign up now. Code Fantasy Aces. Deposit $10. They'll give you an extra $5 for free and double that. So you'll have $25 to play with. Play it on this. SGA right now is our second pick. I'm taking SGA for a 1.45x over 39.5 PRA. So I like this line tonight versus the Clippers. I told you I like this game. So I probably should have done this in order. I'm going to start trying to do the games in order, the props that I have them. But we're just going to go to the bottom here. Thunder's at Clippers. So they're playing in L.A. Clippers have been on fire as of lately. So let's pull up our man SGA. Clippers at home have been really, really good this year. So that's another thing, man. Clippers playing at home, they have a chance to beat OKC. Do I think they are? I think OKC is going to win. But I think this game's going to be competitive. I think it's going to be a good game tonight. So, obviously, if we look at the Clippers, they don't give up many stats. 4th, 2nd, and 7th in PRA. If you go to point guard, it's 7th, 8th, and 12th. Shooting guard, it's 7th, 6th, and 10th. So, they don't give up many stats at all in general. I think there's one position. Yeah, small forwards is the only position they give up a lot of stats to because they have a bottom 10 or a top 10 defense in every single category. So, don't expect a lot overall in terms of high scoring, I don't think, tonight versus the Clippers. Both teams are going to play pretty decent defense. But looking at SGA, man. So Shai has cashed this in 8 of his last 10. He's averaging 47 PRA in his last 10 games. He's cashed it 70% of his last 20, averaging 46 PRA. Dude's pretty dang consistent, let's be honest. SGA has taught me the last time I played him. I think the last time I played him, it was when he ended up getting that 35. And I took him over 40. So he did chalk me last time, but I like him tonight. He's cashed it 65% on the season, and then head-to-head, he's cashed it 4 of his last 6 games versus the Clippers. 3 games this season, he's cashed it 2 of those 3. He did hook that one game where he had 37. So, looking this season, the Clippers have lost twice and they've lost all 3 games versus OKC. So, anyways, I think Shai has a good game tonight. 39.5 PRA. I think it's a little bit too low for him, and for a promo at 1.5x, I've got to lock it in. So, we're going to pull this play up. Props Madness, SGA, you got orange and yellow matchup pretty much everywhere, but this is with 2 teams that play defense. Obviously, the scoring charts aren't going to be good. For example, if I go click somebody on the Clipper side of things, you can see that there's going to be red and yellow matchups as well. So both teams, the shot chart's not going to be good. They're not going to give up points from pretty much any position in the green. Maybe somewhere there's a green. But anyways, 32% of his shots under the rim, orange, 23% in the paint, yellow, 19% mid-range, orange, and then he shoots 26% from behind the arc, which is yellow. 60% of similar players have cashed versus the Clippers, and 47% of this position have cashed versus the Clippers. So 47% of guards have cashed their points prop versus the Clippers. Overall, like to play for SGA for a promo at this payout. I like it a lot. I actually locked in this exact slip. I put $125 on it. I put it over on Parlay Play to win $322. If you guys do want to tell it, I'll pull this slip up for you guys so you can see I'm not making it up. SGA 39.5, Mobley 29.5, 125 to win 327. So that's what I got locked in. If you guys do want to tell this play, so that is pick number 2 of the day, SGA PRA. So I do actually have another 4 PRA props today, just if we're being honest. I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys that. I love these PRA props, personally. Third pick of the day is going to be over on the Nuggets side of things. So we're going to go down to the next game. The next game I have is the Nuggets at the Rockets. So I'm taking our man Aaron Gordon. And the main reason for this is because Jokic is out again tonight. So Jokic is out. He's been ruled out already. I'm taking Aaron Gordon, PRA. 27.5 is what I locked in. So if you guys want to... let's see if he's 27.5 still on Parlay Play. I hope he is. So he is 27.5 on Parlay Play. It does look like he might be getting bumped. Let's check Prizepicks. Aaron. So he's still 27.5 on Prizepicks as well. Usually when you see it at 28.5, the first thing you pick, majority of lines are going to have him at 28.5. So he's 28.5 on Underdog and Sleeper. If you guys want to get this at 27.5, I recommend locking in as fast as you can. Hopefully I get this video out in time. But Aaron Gordon's cashed it 4 straight games. Obviously, we'll go 2024 season. He's only cashed it 30% of games on the season. Take Jokic out of the equation here. Without Jokic, without Joker, he's over all 3 games. He averages 38 PRA without Joker. That's my main reason here. They're playing against Houston. It should be a competitive game. They're playing in Houston. Houston does not give up a lot of stats, but if you go to the power forward position, it does go up slightly. Small forward is not many. Center is not many. They have the best defense in the league versus the center in terms of stats allowed. Overall, I like Aaron Gordon tonight, dude. 27.5 is too low in my opinion when there's no Joker, especially when he's averaging this 38. So he's way over this pretty much every game. His last game, he did struggle a little bit, but they got beat by Portland. So I like to play. I think Aaron Gordon's going to have to step it up if they want to have a close game tonight. And I'm going to be locking Aaron Gordon in over 27.5 points, rebounds, and assists. We'll pull this one up on Props Madness as well. Take a look at the scoring chart. where we at? Aaron Gordon. So you got yellow matchup everywhere. He does have an orange matchup behind the 3-point line. He shoots 45% under the rim, 7% in the paint, 8% of his shots are mid-range, and then he shoots a whopping 40% from behind the arc, where he does have orange everywhere except for that one corner 3 area. So overall, similar players by position, 40% of cashed. There is no buy props madness prop on this one. Aaron Gordon should get this tonight. Like to play, taking my chances on him, and that is our third pick of the day. So jumping into our final play of the day, going to the Heat game, going to the Heat Hornets game. I'm taking our man Bam. So I haven't played Bam as a free pick, I don't think, in a little bit. Maybe I have. Maybe it was the other day. I don't know. But I bought Bam down to 29.5. That's what I'm rocking with. Bam's missed it in 5 of his last 6 games, so he has struggled. If you look at his minutes, he's still been playing around 36 minutes a game. His last game, he had 28 versus Houston. Game before that, he had 47 versus Detroit. Now, they're playing against Charlotte tonight. Bam should be able to get this versus Charlotte. Hero has not been playing well either. Versus Charlotte, they give up 12th in points, 16th in rebounds, and 21st in assists. So Bam doesn't have a perfect matchup, but it's not a bad matchup either. Head-to-head, he's cashed 3 of his last 5 versus the Hornets. Since Butler's been gone, the only game they have versus the Hornets, he had 45 PRA his last game, which was back on March 10th. He's cashed at 60% of games on the season. In his last 20, he's cashed at 65% of games. He's averaging 33 PRA in his last 20, even with those 5 games right here that he's missed. And these are not close. These are not typical games for Bam. 20, 24, 23. Like, these are really, really low against some teams that he should have played well against. But regardless, I'm taking a chance on him tonight. The payout's like 1.3x on this. If you want to play it with like Aaron Gordon or something, you could get a decent payout. So we come over here to Bam, 29.5. Play that with Aaron Gordon. You got another 2.3x slip. So another little over a double up if you guys wanted to play it that way. Or you can play it in 4-man. It's totally up to you guys. But anyways, that's the way I was probably going to play them. Aaron Gordon and Bam is our, what am I talking about? Bam is our 4th pick of the day over 29.5 PRA. So I'll pull this up on Props Madness. We're going to take a quick gander at where they allow the shots. So 34% of shots under the rim, yellow. 34% in the paint, orange. 14% mid-range, yellow. And then, what is that? 18% from behind the arc, which is yellow as well. So 60% of similar players have cash versus the Hornets. And then by position, 40% of cash. So overall, matchup's not perfect. It's Charlotte. If Charlotte keeps the game close, they're going to give up a lot of stats. I like Bam to get this tonight at 29.5, and I'm going to take a risk on him. So those are our 4 plays. Let's take a look at these again. We have our man Evan Mobley over 29.5 PRA, SGA over 39.5 PRA, Aaron Gordon over 27.5 PRA, and then Bam over 29.5 PRA. So lots of PRAs today. We're sweeping. I'm feeling it. I like these props a lot. I really do. Honestly, my favorite prop on the board in terms of regular payout is probably going to be, I don't know, man, Mobley and Eric Gordon. I like both of them a lot. So I'm not going to pick a favorite today. But anyways, if you guys do want to get more of our plays, like I said, join our Discord, join our VIP. We'd love to have you. We've been feasting the last couple of days. Let's feast again today. Let's end the weekend strong. Hope you guys have an awesome day. I'll see you in tomorrow's video, and hope you cash all your slips.